Welcome to Sumner School Business Immigration Basics. My name is Emily Sumner with Sumner Immigration Law, and today we're talking about the L-1B visa classification. Like the L-1A, there does have to be a valid corporate relationship, qualifying corporate relationship between the overseas entity and the U.S. entity. The L-1B classification is for workers who have specialized knowledge, meaning special knowledge of the company's products, techniques, management, research, etc., and the application in the international market, or workers who have advanced knowledge of the company's processes and procedures. This knowledge does not have to be proprietary. It can be, but it doesn't have to be, but it cannot be generally available within the wider industry. The L-1B classification is available for 5 years total, so 3 years initially, and then an additional 2 years. The L-1B classification, like the L-1A, is dual intent. That means it is possible to hold the L-1B classification and go through the green card process at the same time. The general process for the L-1A or the L-1B classification is the U.S. petitioner, the U.S. entity, will file a petition with USCIS and have it approved. Then the foreign national worker will apply for the L-1 visa at the U.S. consulate overseas and use that visa to enter the United States. There are a couple of exceptions to that. Canadian nationals are visa exempt. That means that they do not have to have a visa. In turn, that means that they can, in some instances, apply for the L-1 at the port of entry. In addition, there is something called a blanket L-1 process. So if there is a company, U.S. entity, that plans to bring multiple workers to the United States in L-1 status, they may consider qualifying for or applying for the blanket petition. There are certain requirements that the company has to meet, but once this is in place, the L-1 worker can apply for the L-1 visa at the U.S. consulate directly without having to have individual petitions approved. That can speed up the process. In our next video, we will be talking about the O-1 visa classification. If you find this information helpful, be sure that you subscribe so you don't miss our next installation. They come out the first and third Thursdays of every month. And until next time, my name is Emily Sumner.